Hey guys, I'm Andrew Henderson from Nomad Capitalist, nomadcapitalist.com here in Tbilisi, Georgia. And in today's video, I want to talk about second passports and specifically how to detect a possible scam second passport offer. We do a lot of videos here on our channel on second passports, including one recently where I laid out 19 different fake second passport programs based on all the data that I've been collecting over months from all around the internet. And so I definitely suggest that you subscribe to our channel and go and check out that video after you're done watching this. But what was interesting as I went through all my notes on these phony passport options is that there were two things that were offered in greater numbers than in any other legitimate passport program. In fact, I would endeavor to say that I've almost never heard either of these two things offered in a legitimate passport program. So if you hear someone mention one of these two things, or if you see it on their website, doesn't mean for sure that there's a problem, but it means that definitely you need to look a lot closer. And here are the two things. The first thing is when passport promoters talk about getting a driver's license. They'll say, hey, you make this citizenship by investment and you get the passport very quickly. They make an offer that just doesn't exist. There's no basis in law for it. And then they'll say, oh, the investor also gets a driver's license. This speaks to, I think, what a lot of people don't understand about how second passports work. People have sometimes asked here on our channel or in emails to us, they say, hey, if I get a second passport, can I be a citizen too? We've made videos on this as well. I mean, what you want to obtain is you want to obtain citizenship. You want to obtain a naturalization certificate or naturalization by some means. You want to do it in a way that's actually laid out and spelled out in the law or in the Constitution. And if you become a citizen, then you can go and you can get your passport. That's one of the benefits of being a citizen. There's no such thing as you just get a passport and you're not a citizen. There are a couple countries that issue non-citizen travel documents in very unique cases, but that really doesn't help for the purposes of what we're talking about and why you would want a second citizenship. So the citizenship comes first, then you get the passport. If you're a citizen of the country, by extension, and even in many cases if you're not a citizen, if you're a resident or even if you're just a tourist, you can go and you can get a driver's license. I was over at an office here recently and I saw the big queue of people waiting to get their driver's license. Just a normal thing, and every country has their prescribed rules for how to get a driver's license. If you have a Western driver's license, i.e. from the United States, you can oftentimes exchange that. They'll cancel it, and then you can in turn get the local driver's license. Sometimes they want you to take a test and start the process all over. But this idea that if you get a second passport, they're just going to throw in a driver's license as if you don't have to take a test or they just send it to you is utterly ridiculous. And it speaks to this kind of weird conspiratorial niche of the second passport world that really existed a lot in the 80s and the 90s, where people want to get these documents that they can use this driver's license to do God knows what with. Getting a driver's license in many different places really isn't that hard. And I imagine for many of these people, faking a driver's license isn't that hard. So if you come across a second passport offer where they offer to throw in a driver's license, ask yourself, why is that? Why do I need them to throw in a driver's license? Why do I get a driver's license just because I'm a citizen? I mean, imagine, if you're a U.S. citizen, did you just get a driver's license when you turn 16? No, you have to go and you have to go through the separate procedure. So I'm not saying a driver's license is tough, but I'm saying it doesn't come with the passport, like, buy 100 euros of duty-free cognac at the airport and get a free Toblerone. It's not how it works. The second thing that you may see promoted, or that somebody may tell you in a private conversation, is a reference to some kind of change of your information. Change of your birth date, change of your name, change of where you were born. These are all things that should make you very skeptical. I actually, as part of the research for one of the passport programs that doesn't exist in the article and in the video that I mentioned, had a conversation with some folks who were promoting a program that anybody should have known was too good to be true. But I had some fun with them, and they were saying, hey, we can get you a passport and a citizenship in 2 weeks. We just punch your information in the system. That seems legit. And they were asking, hey, why do you want the passport? Do you want to change your dates? Do you want to change your name? This is obviously something that I would think any sane person would want to run away from. Again, there was this industry back before people were talking about this stuff, back before I was here, and back when things weren't nearly as transparent. There were these guys back decades ago who would want to get passports with different names so they could run from the law, or they could feel more comfortable in their underground bunker, that nobody, the spirits weren't coming for them. And obviously this is something that should ring some alarm bells. Why would a country just allow you to put any name you want in a passport? Why would they allow you to change your birth date? Why would they allow you to change your place of birth? This is something that you don't want to do. Now, do I agree with the fact that your place of birth is listed in a passport? No, it was something designed by the US and some of their allies so that they can detect, who the Iranians and all the other people they don't like are, even if those people get other passports. They want to know where you're from so they can continue to harass and stereotype you. So I don't agree with it, but to say that we're going to circumvent international customs and likely that country's laws to change our name, change our information, I think is a big problem. I've never heard anybody legitimate talk about, hey, do you want to change your birth date in a passport? In fact, everyone I deal with who's legitimate and all the passport programs that I've been through are big sticklers for detail. And in many cases, you're going to go through some kind of due diligence process, if not at the very least a criminal record check. And they're going to make sure that your information is correct. Most passports that I've gotten, they just pull the information right off of your existing passport or your existing documentation. There's no opportunity to change anything. And so those are two things that I can't say I've maybe ever heard from anyone who's in the legitimate passport business, but you'll probably hear a lot from the people that cater to the conspiracy theorists, to the uninitiated, to the folks who want to believe in what's too good to be true, and I would definitely encourage you to stay away from anyone who suggests one of those two things or who mentions that in their presentation. Now, we have a lot of videos here on our channel about second passports. One of the big things that I have spent years trying to do is to show people opportunities to legally get second passports. There are a lot that we talk about here on the channel. There are some that I work with folks individually on. But it's important that you do things the legal way, because you don't want your passport to ever be taken away or to be canceled or to get in trouble the way that some people who have been in the news in recent years have gotten in trouble. So definitely subscribe to our channel. Check out all the videos here on the channel, and when you're ready for some more advanced strategies or potentially for some help, you can slide on over to nomadcapitalist.com, and we've got a lot more resources and assistance for you there.